What is up, guys? I'm Kyle at Fortune Off-Road, and today we're installing some LEDs to light up the Suburban. When looking for aftermarket parts to help with off-roading or overlanding, they're usually vehicle specific, and for obvious reasons, they don't make a whole lot for a late 90s old body style Suburban. Whether it's looking for rock sliders, bumpers, roof racks, I always have a hard time finding those things for the Suburban because I don't think there's a lot of people out there wheeling them as trail rigs or using them as really a dedicated overlanding rig like folks do with the Jeep Wrangler or the Toyota Tacoma. But much to my surprise, I did find a company that makes ditch brackets. This is the part that is right between the windshield and the hood where you can mount two LED lights right there. For me, I really want to use those so I can have my lights point outwards a little bit and really just light up those blind spots we have for the Suburban. So check it out. These are the brackets I just got in from APOC. Anyways, these are some heavy duty brackets. They're 3/16 thick. They bolt to the bottom of the hood on 88 to 98 GMC and Chevy full-size pickups. So these are going to be awesome for the Suburban. Hopefully there's just going to be this little part sticking up, and then we will mount some floodlights on those so we can get a little bit more light on the side of the truck when we're wheeling. And to pair with those, we have some of these awesome LED floodlights from Colight LED. They sent some of these over for us to try out, and I really like how these ones look. They're kind of a more narrow, flatter, and they also look like they're kind of black in the middle, which I think will be an awesome look. And depending on how well these work and go on there, I might be getting another bar for my roof rack that's upcoming, and also throwing on my bumper to match because these look pretty sweet. Really well made. They feel pretty heavy duty. I also like the mounting at the bottom, very simple. All right, let's get to throwing these things on there. These old Chevy hoods are pretty heavy, so it's really nice when you have a product that goes on smoothly like this. I found that if you only do one bolt at a time, it goes on much easier. That way you can do this by yourself and don't require a second set of hands. All right, the sun's starting to go down, finished just in time. You can see I've got the routing for this going through this weather stripping right here, which is something cool I've never done before, and it just keeps the wiring up out of the way. I've got a lot of wiring changes coming here pretty soon, so I didn't do anything too crazy with this one. This one's just kind of floating for right now, and really isn't the worst wiring I've ever seen or done, but I have a switch pod coming, and I just want to make sure this all gets cleaned up. So for now, that's all we've got. You can see the lights still have plenty of room. Let me see. That's all the way up with the hood. The lights nowhere near touching, so we're good there. Look pretty slick, right? I like how when you look straight at these, they don't just look like your traditional light bar. They look a lot darker, and they've got just two big circles in it. Like this light bar is what I think of when somebody says light bar, you know, this really chrome look. These just look a lot darker, even though the sun's shining at this right now. But anyways, I think these just look awesome. You can see I've got mine outboarded and tilting down quite a bit. I kind of just learned this the other night when we were doing our night run on Signal Peak, that really you need to have these outboarded and shining down a good amount, because when you're climbing up something, you need this pointing down at the ground. And you know, everyone always has all of their lights, the one on the roof, their ditch lights, anything that's on their bumper, their headlights, they're all pointing in the same direction straight. I've never really understood why people do that. So now we're just gonna wait for the sun to go down. We're gonna turn the lights on, and we're gonna see how well they work. dark now. I do have my 12-inch light bar going as well. You can see these floodlights up here on the ditch area are barely hitting the hood, and they're illuminating a lot out here. It's about, I don't know, 30-degree angle we're getting out of it. Kind of hard to do on video, but we'll try to compare some of the lights here. So we've got the headlights versus the Colight LED light bar, and then we've got the floods up there in the ditch. Pretty cool though. This is the street side. It's definitely lighting up everything on this side. So Colight LED reached out to me and wanted some honest feedback about their lights, and originally I had told them these floodlights are not as bright as my 12-inch LED light bar, which made sense because there's 24 LEDs in that light bar where there's only 2 in each one of these floodlights. But actually, after I got it off road and started driving around with it, I noticed these were way brighter than my LED light bar. These floodlights are so powerful that even in the video, it kind of just whites out and you can't even really see the ground, but in person they work great and it really lights up everything I need to see right there. If you want to pick up some of these LEDs for you to try out on your rig, definitely check out their website. The link is in the description. Colight LED is offering a 15% discount to anybody that uses the promo code Fortune Off-Road, and that applies to everything site-wide, excluding the new laser light LED light bars, which look really freaking awesome. I'd love to get my hands on one of those eventually. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out my video. If you want to see more like this one, go ahead and check out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see when the new videos come out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.